Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are well. So in my previous video I had started your 11th chapter algebraic expression and I had also explained the basic concepts in that video and I had also solved your 11.1 exercise. Only first to 5 sums were there in your exercise and today I am going to start your 11.3 exercise because of 11.2 exercise is not in your syllabus. So okay, today we will learn that how we can divide the polynomials. And again I have a suggestion, if you are when you are watching this video you can use your headphones for the better quality of the sound. So okay, I am going to start our first sum, that is first 11.3 exercise. First sum is divide the following. It means we have to divide a polynomial with the other polynomial that is given to us. So you can see here 18x cubed by minus 6xy square. So we have to divide this polynomial with this polynomial by this polynomial. So how we can divide it? First of all, write this 18x cubed y over minus 6xy square. So in my previous video I explained you that how we can separate the numerical values and the variable values. Now I am going to apply this step here. You can see after writing in this way, because of this 18x cubed y is divided by minus 6xy square. So now we can separate the numerical values just by putting a multiplication sign between the numerical term and the variable value. So variable terms. So now you can see it will become 18 by minus 6x multiplied with x cubed y over xy square. So I hope it is clear to you. It is very simple. So you just separating the numerical values and the variable values just by putting a multiplication sign between them. Okay, now you can see in the next step, you have to reduce the numerical fraction into the lowest fraction. How we know that some common factors are there? So 18 can be divided by 6. So 6 3s are 18. So I cancel this 6 with 18. So I got 3 and over minus sign will as it is. And the multiplication sign as it is, you can see now in the same step x raised to power is 3, so it means x can be written for 3 times, it will become x multiplied by x multiplied by x, and y has only a single power, so it will remain as it is. And over the denominator you can see x here, and the y raised to power 2 means y can be multiplied for 2 times, it will become y into y. Okay, in this case also you can cancel out the common factors. X is cancelled with this x, y is cancelled with this y. So what we got in the next step? In the next step you can see 3 is here and 6 is cancelled. So one term is left in the denominator. So only the minus sign is here. So it is the rule that if the minus sign is there in the denominator, we can take it into the numerator. So it will become minus 3 like this. I take this minus into the numerator. And then multiply the sign will as it is here. So x multiplied by x will become x square and y will remain y. So at the end of the sum you can write it as minus 3 multiplied with x square will become minus 3x square over y. So this is the answer. So by doing this we can divide the polynomial. Okay, now you can see the second sum. The same steps we have to follow which we had already followed in the first sum. So the next step is, now the next sum is minus 36x square yz cube by 27x y z. Again, first of all write this minus 36x square yz cube over this 27x y z. Again, we have to separate the numerical terms, numerical values and the variable values. So the numerical value is minus 36 by 27 multiplied with x square yz cube over x y z. So the both terms have common factor 9. So it will become 9 4 is 36, 9 3 is 27. And you can see x square, so x can be written for 2 times. Y has a single power and z raised to power 3, so z can be written for 3 times over x multiplied by y multiplied by z. Now cancel out the common factors. Y will cancel with this, z with this. So what we got, this will become minus 4 by 3 multiplied by x is only a single time, so we can write x, and z is for 2 times, so it will become z raised to power 2, and all the terms are cancelled in the denominator, so it will become, so we are left with 1 here. So now at the end of the sum you can write minus 4x z square because of all the numerator values can be multiplied. So it will become minus 4x z square and this 3 is multiplied with the denominator 3 ones are 3. So this is the answer. Okay, third sum you have to try by yourself for the practice because of it is very simple and I am solving its fourth part because of little bit it is complicated and you can see this through the explanation. Okay, now you can see this 7 by this 4 by 7 p square q square r is divided by minus 4 by 5 p q r square. So the same step first of all we will write this in the numerator and this term in the denominator. Okay, now you can see the next step. First of all we have to separate the values again, this 4 by 7 over this minus 4 by 5 and also putting a multiplication sign, then p square q square r over p q r square. Okay, now we have separated the terms, the values we had separated. Now we can do the calculation. Okay, we know that how we can solve this one, where the fraction is already in the numerator and the fraction is already in the denominator. Then first of all we write the numerator 4 by 7 as it is. Then we, after putting a sign of multiplication, we can take the reciprocal of 5 over minus 4. So as you know, this is the rule that how we can solve these kind of fractions. So you know very well, first of all we will write the first numerator as it is 4 by 7. Then after putting a multiplication sign, we can take the reciprocal of this denominator. So it will become 5 over minus 4. So here you can see p square is 2 times p into p, q square q into q and r has only a single power. In the denominator p into q, r is for 2 times, it will become r into r. Okay, now this 4 and this 4 is cancelled and even here p is cancelled with this p, q is cancelled with this q and r is cancelled with this r. So what we left, that is 5 over 7 and you know that minus sign is here in the denominator, we can take it into the numerator. So it will become minus 5 by 7 and the multiplication sign will remain as it is and you can see in this side p and q are left, so p multiplied by q and over denominator, in the denominator r is left. So now you can multiply the numerator terms, it will become minus 5pq and also the denominator terms, it will become 7r. So this is the answer. Okay, now in the second sum we have to follow the same step again. It means the second sum we have to divide again the first polynomial by the second. So here a polynomial has 4 terms, but again the same thing is here, that is we have to divide it by a monomial, means a polynomial of single term. So the same step we have to follow again. Write this 3x2 minus 9x square plus 15x plus 3 and put this 6 into the denominator. But now we cannot directly cancel out the terms because of here you can see there are 4 terms and 6 is the LCM of all the terms. So we can write 6 separately under the denominator of each term. So it will become 3x cube over 6 minus 9x square over 6 plus 15x over 6 plus 3 by 6. Now again we have to cancel out the terms, means if there is any common factor then we have to cancel that one. Now you can see here 3 and 6 both can be cancelled out. So it will go on with the 3. So 3 ones is 3 and 3 to the 6. X cube remains as it is because no any variable is here. So also the same case here, 3 3 is a 9, 3 to the 6 and then plus sign as it is, 5 3 is a 15, 6 3 to the 6. So this one also cancelled. Then 3 1 is 3 and 3 to the 6. So we have cancelled the terms. After that we got this x cube over 2 and then this 3x square over 2 plus this 5 into x, 5x over 2 and then plus 1 over 2. So this is very simple. So okay, now see second, third part. Why I am starting second, third part? I am leaving it second part for you that you have to solve by yourself because of its second part is same as it solved its first part. Even this sum is also same, but it is little bit complicated, so that's why I am selecting this sum for you. So see this one carefully. So okay, now that how we can solve, first of all you can take this term into the rough work and solve there and then you can write the value that we got after solving this term. So we know that how we can solve the term. In the first term we had solved these sums and we have to follow the same steps again. Means you can take this term 8p square q cube into r over minus 2q p square into r. Then again separate the numerical terms 8 by minus 2 and the variable terms. This is p square means p multiplied by p, q multiplied by q multiplied by q because q has a power 3 and r. Over in denominator is q into p into r. Then it will cancel with 2 4 to the 8. So it will become 4 and minus sign as it is and also cancel out the common factors. So all the factors in the denominator are cancelled with the same factors into the numerator. So what we got? Then this minus, of course we got 4 because of 2 is cancelled with 4 and we got only 4 here and no any sign no any term is left here, so you can take minus sign as it is into the numerator. So it will become minus 4 and here we got q into q become q square. So it will become minus 4q square. So like this way we got the value of the first term is minus 4q square, so you can write it here. So okay, like the same way we can solve the next term, that how we can solve this minus 32 p cube q square r square we can write into the numerator and of course this minus 2q p square r into the denominator. Now again taking the numerical terms separate and the variable terms by putting a minus multiplication sign between them. So this minus and minus is cancelled out, then 16 into 32 and you can also see this one p cube, so p is written for 3 times multiplied by q square, q for 2 times and also r square means r into r and in the denominator q into p square means p multiplied by p multiplied by r. Okay, now cancel out the common terms here also. So this q is cancelled with this q, these two, all these two p are cancelled with these two p and this r with this r. So what we got left, this is 16 to the 32, this is 16 into p into q into r. So in the denominator no any term is left, so we can write it as it is. So it will become, so you can see here the sign is plus because we know that this term is positive term. So write plus 16p q r. So by this way you can also solve this term and you got the answer, that is minus 9 by p, and also by doing the same way you can find the value of this term also by simply solving this term in the rough code and you got the value, that is minus 4 q p r. So this is the way that how we can solve this sum. Okay, I am leaving also its fourth part, only 2 sums of this part I am leaving for you and I am sure that you can solve these 2 sums because of if you had seen this video carefully then you can definitely solve. So okay, now I am starting third part. I will also explain you the first and the second part of this sum, but why I am starting from the third part, because of third part is a complete sum, because of those explanations which I want to give you, it covers the whole explanation. Why? So let's see that. Okay, now first of all the thing is we had solved just now that how we can divide the polynomials, but now from third sum the method is little bit changed. Why? Because of now you have to understand why I am changing the method to find the division of the polynomial, to divide the polynomial by the other polynomial. So see the difference. Okay, now you can see this polynomial is given to us. So generally we are dividing this polynomial by this. But now you can see here carefully, in the first polynomials which we had already solved, there only a single term, that is called monomial. It means we have to divide this polynomial in that case by only monomial. But now you can see here are 2 terms. 2 terms mean this is a binomial. So that is why while dividing this polynomial by this binomial we have to change the method. So okay, I am going to start to explain the concept. So again see this concept carefully, only in that case we are able to solve the sum. And I am solving this sum in 3 steps. 3 steps means I will explain you that how you can do the sum. 3 steps mean each and every time in each step you have to follow these 3 steps while solving this sum. Okay, what are these 3 steps? Even when you are solving the sum, no need to write down these steps. You have to just solve this in a rough work and then you have to write down the values here. Okay. Now the reason is why I had chosen only this sum. Why I am starting to explain this sum, because of when we are dividing the polynomial by this polynomial, at that time this is a quotient, this is a dividend, and of course this is a divisor. So we have to take dividend and then we have to divide it by this divisor. We know the rules of the division. But now when we are starting this sum, see carefully, when we are writing this polynomial, so we are starting from the higher power of the variable and we have to write it into the descending order according to the powers of the variables. Now you can see 8x cube, so because of here x has the highest power, that is 3, and then after that the next lowest value is 2. So don't write this minus 15x here, you have to write this one. So don't change the sign of the terms also, so it will become plus 6x square, and after that this is 3, now 2, now the next power should be 1. So here you can see in this term the power of the variable is 1. So you will write down this here, so it will become minus 15x, and then you will write down the constant term at the end. So I hope it is clear to you. Now you can see the powers are in the descending order. This is 3, 2, 1 and of course 0. Of course this is a constant term. Why I am saying this is 0? Because of generally in the constant terms we assume that the power of the variable is always a 0. So it means this is 3, 2, 1 and 0. So now our polynomial is ready. So now we have to do the further steps. So we have to divide this polynomial by this 2x plus 3. I hope this step is clear to you. Whenever you are going to solve the sum, so first step you have to keep in your mind that the power should be in the descending order, that the variables are given to us. So it means in this case the variable is x and I had arranged the variables according to their power. Okay, now I am going to explain you the steps which I am saying. Okay, now the power is on the polynomial is already arranged according to the powers. So first of all, write this 8x cube in the rough work. I am explaining you. This is the first step, as I told you, 8x cube divided by this 2x. Here now you know that how we can solve. Just simply separate the numerical values and the simply numerical values. This is 8 by 2 and here is x cube. So write down x for 3 times and here the x. So it will go with 4 to the 8 and this x is cancelled with this x. So what we got, that is 4. X into x is x square. So this is my first step. So you can write it here. It will goes with 4x square. So I hope this is clear to you. Now, so what is the second step? The second step is write down this value which we had just now found by doing this calculation and multiply this 4x square with this divisor. Divisor is 2x plus 3. So you have to multiply the value which we just got now with divisor. Divisor is 2x plus 3. So this is the divisor. Now multiply this 4 to the 8. X into x is x cube plus 4 3 is 12 x square. So we got this value, this polynomial after multiplying the terms. So write down this here. And when you are writing this value here, always write down in this way that the cube, the power which has a cube, that is exactly under this value. It means this is 8x cube, so this is x cube, and now write down the x cube value exactly over here. So it will become 8x cube, and then plus this is x square. So write down exactly under this x square, it will become 12x square. So this is the second step. Means So by following these steps you can able to solve this one. Okay, now what is the next step? That is, now we have to subtract these two polynomials. While subtracting we have to change the signs of this polynomial. This polynomial 8x cube has a positive sign because of it is a positive term. So its sign is plus, make it minus, and you can see here also this is a positive sign. So you can make it also minus by changing the sign. So it is very important step, you have to change the change the signs of the polynomial. Okay, now you can see this 8x cube is of positive sign, this is of negative sign. So both terms have opposite signs, so these terms will be cancelled out with each other. And now you can see here is a plus sign, 6x square is of positive sign, and you can see now this 12 is not a positive sign here because we had just changed now. So its sign is minus. So don't consider this is a positive sign. It is a minus sign. So it will become plus 6x square minus 12x square. So plus minus 12 minus 6 become minus 6x square. So write down the next as it is. This is minus 6x square minus 15x minus 9. So this step is over now. So this is the first step. I hope it is clear to you. So now you can see what is the second step. Again, while solving further this sum, we have to follow the same steps again. Okay, now same steps we have to follow again. Now from here we have to start again. Now this is of minus 6x square. So write down this minus 6x square here, and then again this 2x. Divide this one by this 2x. So again separate the numerical values and the variable values, x into x over x, y x into x, because of it is x square, so it will be x into x. Now cancel out the term 3 to the 6, so it will become minus 3, and this x is cancelled with this, it will become minus 3x. So write down it here, this is minus 3x. Okay, now what is the second step that we have to follow now? Now this value which we just got now after calculation this, we have to multiply this with the divisor. So it will become minus 3x multiplied with 2x plus 3. So it will become plus minus 3 to the 6x square. Again plus minus 3 to the 9x. So I hope it is clear to you. This is 3 to the 6x square plus minus 3 to the 9x. So always keep this thing in your mind. When we are solving these sums, we generally do the mistake of plus and minus, so we have to solve the sums carefully. So now we got this one and the same thing, what is we have to write this value under this, it will become minus 6x square, and of course this is 9x, write down over here under x, under 15x it will become minus 9x. So now what is the next step? We have to change this sign. This one become plus and this is minus. Of course it will also become plus. And now you can see 6 is of negative sign and this is of positive sign. So both terms will be cancelled. Okay, now see this is of minus 15x. Now you can see it is of not a minus 9x. Now it will become a plus 9x. So plus minus is minus 15 minus 9 will become 6. So now you can see the largest term here, the negative sign, so it will become minus 6x. So 15 minus 9 is 6. So minus 6x and minus 9 will again we have to write as it is. Here we have to follow the same steps again. What is this is again minus 6x we have to write down here, and this 2x we have to write down under the denominator. So now you can see minus 6x by 2 multiplied by x over x by separating the numerical values and the variable values. Now this x is cancelled with this and this will become 3, this will become minus 3. So you can write it here minus 3. And what is the next step? Okay, now multiply this minus 3 with the divisor, it will become minus 3 into 2x plus 3. So it will become minus 3 to the 6 minus 6x, then plus minus 3 is the 9. So write down the values here, it will become minus 6x minus 9. Now change the signs, it will become plus and this will also become plus. Now this term is of opposite sign, even this term 9 is of minus sign, this 9 is a positive sign, so plus minus minus. Both terms are again cancelled out with each other. So here we got 0. So in this case we have to write down the quotient. The value of the quotient is this that we have just solved now, and this is the remainder. The value of the remainder is 0. We know that this is divisor, this is dividend, this is quotient, and this is remainder. So I hope this is clear to you. Okay, now I am leaving the second sum because of this sum you have to try by yourself. So now I am going to solve its fourth part. Okay, now see, the fourth part is also very important, and again we have to start from the starting. Now you can see it is already the powers of the variables are in ascending order. But one thing is missing here. See the statement carefully in your book. This is only 2x cube minus 12x square plus 14. So here here the variable x and the value of variable x is missing here. This term is missing. So now how we can solve? Again we have to divide this by the polynomial this x plus 1. So if there any variable is missing, means now in this case x raised to power 1 is missing. So we have to write it by ourselves. How? Write down this 2x cube, this is minus 12x square, then you can write plus 0x because so many term of x is here. So you can write it by yourself. This will become 0x plus 14. So now we can see the order is completed 3, 2, 1 and of course 0. So this is the first step. Now you have to apply the previous steps again and you will be able to find the answer. So what is the first step? This is 2x cube. You have to write down here 2x cube is divided by this x. So it will become 2 into x into x into x. Right here like 2 into x into x into x. And over this x and this x is cancelled. So we got 2x square. So okay, write down this 2x square here. And then the next step is we have to multiply this 2x square by this divisor. So it will become 2x square multiplied with x plus 1. So then 2 into x square into x will become 2x cube plus sign as this 2x square multiplied with 1 will become 2x square. So write down two values here. It will become 2x cube and this is plus 2x square. So now the next step we have to change the signs. It is a positive sign, so it will become minus. This is also positive sign, so it will become minus. Now cancel the same terms because it is a plus sign, this is a minus sign, both terms having opposite signs, so these will be cancelled out with each other. And now you can see here, this is minus 12x square and this is minus 2. Both terms are of negative sign, so we know that minus minus is plus. So it will become, because the largest bigger term has a negative sign, so it will become minus here. So 12 plus 2 become 14 because minus minus plus 14x square, and then write down plus 0x plus 14. So this is our first step. I hope it is clear to you. Okay, now see, from here we have to solve further. So again this is minus 14x square, so write down it here and it is divided by this x. So it will become minus 14 into x over this x. Why x into x? Because it is x square and this x is cancelled with this x, so we got minus 14x. So this is the answer which we had found now after calculation this. So write down it here, this is minus 14x. Okay, now the next step is we have to multiply this minus 14x with this divisor. So it is x plus 1. So now multiply this minus 14 into x will become minus 14x square, again plus minus is minus 14x into 1 is become 14x. So write down it here, so it will become minus 14x square. This is minus 14x exactly over the variable x. So now change the signs. So it will become plus and also this will become plus because of it is of negative sign. This term, both terms are of opposite sign are cancelled out with each other. And now you can see this is 0x plus 0x and this is plus 14x. Of course both terms are of plus sign, so plus plus is plus 14 plus 0 is 14. So it will become 14x and this plus 14 as it is. So I hope this step is clear to you. So now the last step we have to do. After that we will find the remainder. Again, write down this 14x here and divide it with this x. And now you can see x is cancelled with x. So we got 14 and write down this 14 here plus 14. Okay, after getting this plus 14, what is the next step? That is, we have to multiply this 14 with this divisor, x plus 1. So multiply 14 into x is 14x plus 14 once and 14. So we got 14x plus 14. So write down here and now change the sign. You can see this is also opposite sign, this is also opposite sign. So we got 0. 0 is the remainder. In this case we got this quotient. Write down separately, the quotient is this and the remainder is 0. Okay, now the last part of the third sum is this, x raised to power 8 minus 16 by x square minus 4. So I already told you that we have to first of all complete the missing terms. So we can solve this. Even this sum looks a little bit difficult, but it is very easy. When you will solve and when you will follow the steps which I had explained you, then you know that it is a very easy sum. How? You can see this is x raised to power 8 and all the other terms are missing here. So I had introduced by myself, this is x raised to power 8 plus then 0x7 plus 0 x raised to power 6 plus 0 x raised to power 5 plus 0 x raised to power 4 plus x raised to power 3 then 2 then 0 x raised to power, then it means here is the power is 1. So my order is complete. You can see 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1 then 0. So my order is completed here. And also you can see this polynomial here, the one term is also missing here, that is x. The variable x is missing here. So write down it here, it will become x square plus 0x because the variable x is not here, so you can write down by yourself. This is plus 0x then minus 4. Okay, so very easy. Now again this x raised to power 8 is divided by this x raised to power 2. We know that x, we can write it as x raised to power 6 into x raised to power 2 over x raised to power 2. And you can also write x for 8 times and then this x for 2 times and then you can cancel out the common factors. Here I directly solve x square is cancelled with x square. So I got x raised to power 6. So write down here, this is the quotient. So you can write down here and I am writing here. So it will become x raised to power 6. Now the next step is we have to multiply this x raised to power 6 with this divisor. It will become x square plus 0x minus 4. Now multiply x 6 into square 6 because of the base are same, so power will be added. 6 plus 2 is 8 plus, now you can see this is 0. Of course 0 1 is 0 and add the power, x become 6 plus 1 is 7 and minus 4 into x raised to power 6 will become minus 4x raised to power 6. So write down this here, x raised to power 8 plus 0 x raised to power 7. This is minus 4 x raised to power 6. And then you have to change the signs. So this sign is of the positive sign, so it is changed into minus. Even this plus will become negative, even this minus will become plus. So these two terms are cancelled out with each other. Even these both terms are zeros. So no need to cancel. If you cancel like this, then it is also true. So because of the power, the terms are same and both are of opposite sign. So now you can see here, this is plus 4x, this is plus 4, this is plus 0. So of course plus is plus 4 plus 0 will become 4. So it will become 4x raised to power 6 and write down the remaining polynomial as it is like this. So I hope this step is clear to you. It is very simple step like this. So okay, now see, again we have to follow the same steps. This 4x raised to power 6 here and then divided by this x square. So it will become 4 into x raised to power 4 into x raised to power 2 over x raised to power 2. This is cancelled with this. So it will become 4x raised to power 4. So write down this here plus 4x raised to power 4 here. And now what is the next step? Now we have to multiply this 4x raised to power 4 with this divisor it is x square plus 0x minus 4. So now multiply this 4 into x raised to power 2. 4 is become 6 plus 0 x. Of course 4 zeros is 0. x4 into x is become x5 plus minus is minus 4 4 is 16 x raised to power 4. So I hope this is clear to you. Write down here 4x raised to power 6 plus 0 x raised to power 5 minus 16 x raised to power 4. Okay, change the signs like this. This is a rough work. Don't confuse with it. You have to see and you have to write down only this much on your copy. So these two terms are cancelled with each other. Even these two terms are same. Opposite signs are there. Although they are zeros. So these terms are also cancelled with each other. Now you can see this 16 plus 0 will become 16 because plus plus is plus. 16 plus 0 16 x raised to power 4 plus 0 x raised to power 3 plus 0 x raised to power 2 plus 0 x minus 16. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, now see, follow the same steps again. This 16 x raised to power 4 over here and divided by this x square, it will become 16. Of course, x square into x square over this x square is cancelled with this. It will become 16 x square. Do by yourself also, very simple. X raised to power 4. So I made the factors x square into x square, and this x square is cancelled with this x square, so it will become 16 x square. So now write down this 16 x square here and multiply this 16 x square with the divisor. It is x square plus 0x minus 14. Oh, sorry, this is 4 minus 4. And now multiply. It will become 16 x raised to power 4. 2 into 2 is 4 plus 0 or 16 0 0 x raised to power 3. That minus 16 4 is 64. So it will become 64 x raised to power 2. Here now write down here. It will become 6x raised to power 4 plus 0x cube minus 64x raised to power 2. Now change the sign minus. It will become minus. It will become plus. And of course these two terms are cancelled with each other. Opposite signs are there. So it will become 64x square plus 0x minus 16. Okay, now this is the last step. When I will solve this, after this step it will also complete it. Do the last step also by following the same criteria. Same steps you have to apply here. Okay, now do the last step. Again, what is again the 64x square is divided by this x square. So both x square and x square are cancelled and we got 64. So write down this 64 here, and the next step is we have to multiply this 64 with this term x square plus 0x minus 4. Now multiply this, it will become 64x raised to power 2 plus 64 is a 0x, then minus add. It is 64 for the multiply this one 256. So after multiplying this 64 with 4, 4 4 is 16 and 1 is the 6 2 6 4 is 24 plus 1. Okay, it is clear. So it will become 64 x square plus 0x minus 256. Write down here. It will become 64 x square plus 0x minus 256. Again change the signs like this. Cancel this. So now we got this is 256 is of positive sign and this 16 is of negative sign. So you can subtract the terms. So after subtracting 16 from the 256 we got it is become 240. So 256 16 is subtracted from 256. So we got 240. So this is the remainder. I hope this is clear to you. So this is the portion you have to write down and this is the remainder. So okay, now I am going to start first part. As I already explained that when we are dividing this polynomial by the binomial, then the powers of the variable should be in the descending order. Now you can see it is already in a proper manner. How you can see this is 3, 2, 1 and 0. So now we can start this sum. So it will be 4x3 plus 6x square plus 19x minus 5 is divided by this polynomial 2x plus 5. Okay, first what is the first step? First of all, see the highest term here in the polynomial. This is 4x cube. Write down here 4x cube like this. Clear? And then see the highest term in the divisor also. This is also 2x. So write down 2x here. It means this 4x cube is divided by this 2x. So this step is the first step that we have to follow. Okay, now see this 4 by 2 and then x into x over x. Now you understand very well that how I had solved, again separating the numerical terms and the variable terms. After cancellation we got this will become 2 and this x is cancelled with this x into x is x square. So here we got 2x square. So this is the first step. Clear? So now you can see what is the second step. Now in the rough work you write down this portion 2x square that we just got now after solving this 2x square and multiply this 2x square with the divisor, that is 2x plus 5. See this carefully, this 2x square that we have just got now after the calculation, multiply this 2x square with the divisor, this is 2x plus 5. So now multiply 2 to the 4, x into x becomes x cube, and plus 5 to the 10x square. So now we got this terms. Write down these terms here and don't forget when you are writing the value of the x cube variable, write it as exactly under this value. So it will become 4x cube and also the value of x square 10 is exactly under the x square variable. So it will become plus 10x square. So we completed our second step. So okay, now what is the third step? In the third step you have to subtract the terms. So how we can subtract, and listen carefully, don't forget while subtracting the terms you have to change the sign of this term. So this has a positive sign, you can see there is no any positive sign, that means it is already of a positive sign. So make it minus and this plus also make minus. So now you can see this 4x cube and this minus 4x cube both are opposite sign are cancelled, and you can see 6 is of positive sign and now you can see 10 is of negative sign. Don't see this plus sign. Now just consider in your mind that this is a minus sign here because of this is a minus sign. So plus 6 minus 10, of course plus minus minus 10 minus 6 will become minus 4 and x square as it is, and write down another term here. So by following these three steps I have solved the first step, but we have to continuously do the steps while until we are not getting any remainder. So again you can see we are left with minus 4x square plus 19x minus 5. Again follow the same step. Step number 1, highest variable. Here you can write this is minus 4x square. Here the power of the highest variable is x square, so this is the highest term minus 4x square. Again divided by this 2x. Clear? Means we had already followed these steps in the first step that we had solved here. So again we have to follow the same criteria. So again separating the numerical value is minus 4 by 2 and then x into x over x. And again this 2 will go with 2 to the 4, so it will become minus 2 and x is cancelled with x, so it will become x. So here you can write minus 2x. Okay, what is the second step? The step is now we have to multiply this value minus 2x with the remainder, that is 2x plus 5. So write down here 2x plus 5 and again multiply this minus 2x with the term minus plus minus minus 2 to the 4 x into x is x square, again plus minus minus 5 is the 10x. So I hope it is clear to you. Now write down here this will become minus 4x square and then minus 10x. Okay, now what is the third step? That was we have to subtract the terms. While subtracting we have to change the signs. Only the sign of this polynomial. This is the minus sign, it will become plus, and this is also become plus. Now you can see this minus 4, this plus 4, opposite term, opposite sign terms are here, so both are cancelled with each other. And you can see now plus 19x and also plus 10x, because there is no any negative sign here. Now the sign is here, that is plus. So both terms are of a positive sign. So now add the terms, plus plus plus, obvious. So 10 plus 19 become 29x, and then this minus 5 also as it is. So like this way we have solved the second step. So okay, now in the next step I had already solved, I am just explaining, because of I already explained the two steps to all of you that how I got these values. Okay, now we have got this 29x minus 5. So like this. So again we have to follow the same step again. This 29x again is divided by this 2x. Here, so this 29x is divided by 2x, x is cancelled with x. So we got 29 by 2. So write down here 29 by 2. And what is the next step? That was we have to multiply this 29 by 2 now with the remainder, with the divisor, that is 2x plus 5. So 29 over 2 is multiplied with 2x plus 5. Okay, see carefully. Now there is a fraction term, and you have, while multiplying you have to see carefully. When we are multiplying 29 by 2 with 2x, these 2 and this 2 is cancelled with each other, only 29x we got, and then plus sign as it is. 29 is multiplied with 5, it will become 145 and over 2 as it is. And now you can write this value 29x plus 145 by 2 here. Clear? Okay. Now you can see we have to subtract the values now. This when we are subtracting, while subtracting, we have to change the sign. This 29 is a positive sign, so it will become minus, and this plus is also become minus. So again these two terms are of opposite sign are cancelled out with each other. Now you can see this is minus 5, and also this is minus 145 over 2. Now the minus minus will become plus. So it means we have to add these terms. So I had also shown you that how we can add the terms 1 minus 145 over 2 with minus 5. So we have to take the LCM first of all. Minus 145, then 5 to the 10. Again minus minus plus 145 plus 10 becomes minus 155 by 2. So you have to write it here 1 minus 155 by 2. So you have to write down this. This is your quotient. Answer is quotient is this. Because of in this sum we have to write down the quotient and the remainder. So quotient is this, and then we got the remainder, that is minus 155 by 2. So I hope it is clear to you. So dear students, I think it is enough for you for this week, and of course in the next week when I will take you next class again, then I will explain the next pending sums of this exercise. Clear? And again you have to do the sums by yourself. For this week you can try these sums at your home by watching the videos, and still if you have any confusion then you can call me also. You have my contact number. Thank you.